you're here, your family, welcome to another Sunday with the squad, I guess. Allie is traveling post-holiday, so you get us and you get this as a game about fishing. I am Claire, the DM, also known as Claire the Human Being. Around me are some lovely individuals who are going to introduce themselves, and then we're going to introduce the game to you. While they're doing that, I'm going to be live updating the overlay that you see in front of you, because we're living large today, gang. When you're here, your family, welcome in, my beautiful sons. Corson, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. What's up? I'm Corson, aka at Vindictive Jukebox. And I am, I made a ring today. That's my intro. What's my question? Do we have a question? My favorite tool.
One thing you know about fish.
Both your favorite tool and one single thing you know about fish.
Okay, one single thing I know about fish is that the fish I'm the most scared of is the sturgeon. The classic terror of the Michigan waters. And Google it. It's kind of a creepy looking fish. Anyway, and my favorite tool is probably a power drill, which I do not own, but I would like for Christmas. I told my parents that, and I'm trying to manifest that happens, nice. But probably it won't, because I think they probably forgot. We'll see.
Katie?
What up? I'm Katie at @Ksir_, and I am a very happy girl this week because we freaking did it. We won. We broke the curse. We beat Ohio State. We didn't even blow it. Oh, I'm a football fan now, if you missed it. One thing I know about fish is I'm unofficially allergic to them, and I cannot eat them. And my favorite tool, if we're talking about your standard toolbox, it's going to be a hammer. I just like to... I get a lot of satisfaction out of banging thumbtacks into my wall. If we're talking like other tools, it's got to be a pair of tweezers.
Oh.
My tweezers are can't live without items. So, yeah, that's me.
San.
Hello, I am San. Yes, hi. Sorry, I'm having like some connectivity issues, so forgive me. Yeah, so something I know about fish is that's a great question. A whale shark is a fish, I think. No, a whale shark. Okay, this is what I don't know.
Is a whale shark a mammal?
Do you know if a whale shark is a fish or a mammal?
I think it's a mammal.
Please tell me if okay, it might be a mammal.
I'm making a poll.
Whale shark is not a fish. That's what I know about fish, is that I don't know what a whale shark is. And then my favorite tool, I really love the wrench where you have the little dial in the middle. I don't know why, but it's like so satisfying to like dial it in and then like crank it. I don't know. It's just, it has a very pleasing tactile sensibility.
A timer? Is that what you voted?
What did you vote? With the little twisty twist.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like an egg timer for a second. I was like, interesting. Cool.
No, that's really awesome though. No. It's the wrench where you've got like a little twist right there. It's very satisfying to me.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's all of us. I'm Claire. My favorite tool is honestly might be a zip tie. Does that count as a tool?
Yes, if
Yeah.
tweezers count, zip ties
I
totally
feel like
count.
it might be that. I also feel like the music is very loud, so my bad if that has been bothering everyone.
Okay, 86% of people have voted fish in this poll. I'm kind of overwhelmed by that.
I made an uneducated guess.
I think that's right.
As
because,
of now, I was the only one to vote mammal.
Amazing. Well, speaking of mammals and fish, the one thing I know about a fish is that bluegill definitely live in Wisconsin, because I think I caught them once as a fish as a child. So speaking of fish, the game that we're going to be playing this evening, thank you for bearing with us on the timing, is this is a game about fishing by Riverhouse Games. It is a queer ecopunk belonging outside belonging game, which means that we will not be using dice. Well, we will be using dice, but only to roll for what the job is, and then after that, in gameplay, no dice. Which I think, honestly, all of us are kind of excited about. It's, it's nice. It's a nice little departure. We are gonna popcorn read one paragraph for each of us, the intro to the game, and then we're gonna go through, we're gonna talk, we've decided we're gonna roll for what the job is for our group, and then do our safety tools together to be more specific about the things we're excited about. And then we'll get into who our characters are and get playing. So, did I type your, oh no, okay. I thought I typed your thing wrong, and I was like, oh no, wait. Your socials. But yeah, I'm gonna get us started, and then we'll popcorn.
Love it.
There are still fish that swim in the rivers of the world. Muddy brown perch that flop and writhe, coated in thin oils. Your grandmother tells you stories of thick pike with teeth that could sever a monocarbon line with a flick. And you've seen pictures of reefs with dozens of different species and colors. Busy patterns moving in stressful, choking throngs of life. Sand.
Today, the reefs are made from cinder blocks and barnacles instead of colonies of coral. The empty shells of decommissioned mech police in the ocean provide homes for the hungry eels and squid that were hardy enough to survive the collapse. Before you were born, the oceans cooked. There was a tipping point and a flash boil. An extinction rocked the waters of the world and changed everything.
You better popcorn it, Zan.
I am sorry.
Right.
Land that was once used for large-scale agriculture gave way to solar paneling and acres of turbines. These cities of wind and sun ripped the last drops of fossil fuel from dying, greedy hands, but it was too late. The only pike left in the world now collect dust, stuffed in museums. The only sturgeons still whole sit dead, out of water. Or so they say. Corson.
You've heard stories, though. Stories of rich idiots who keep luxurious aquariums and living fossils as status symbols. You have a friend who works catering who could have sworn they saw a real live lionfish once.
So here's the deal. Our group of friends are not sure what we would really do with one, but sometimes we wonder what we might do. A fish doesn't do anyone any good when it's locked up. Right, gang? There are rumors of secret activists as well. Ecological warriors who pay big for live specimen. Pay so good you could live easy. Eat real cheese for once. So without going too far into reading everything, the final portion of the intro to this game is be silly, be weird, be gay, do crime. Together, we are here to to wield this game like a pipe to fight away the depression, is a gentle suggestion by the author. So let's do it. Let's get into it. Should we roll for job?
Let's do a
Roll
job.
for job.
Hell yeah.
So this is a game about fishing, but it's also a game about jobs. In addition to the roles being played and the situations on the table, we'll also need to remind ourselves of the job we're working on. When we start a new job, we'll create it from this template that we're using right now. And each question has some options to generate a random job on the fly. So we will roll 6-sided dice and get a job that our characters are working on. Who wants to roll first? We took this job because...
I'll do it. It's number 4. The ORHs asked us.
Oh, this is a scenario or situation or whatever.
Yeah.
This is the offshore Robin Hoods. So off the shore of the dead land are thousands of boats, floating metal islands lost in the fog of international waters. We call them the offshore Robin Hoods, or ORHs for short. These boats are our last chance at rebuilding what was lost, and the scientists who live on the floating cities work day and night to study the ecological collapse and any fish that still remain. They pay a hefty price for any new specimens and are almost too eager to outfit a gang of ecopunks with gadgets and tech. Oh,
I like this already. The job needs us to...
I'll roll.
Do it.
6. Rough something up.
Ooh!
Oh, sounds like a job for Knuckles.
Oh my god. We prepped and planned and found the best approach is to... I'm gonna roll this one.
Do it.
Sneak in!
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
So wait, are we sneaking in somewhere and like vandalizing it?
We
God,
gotta be
really
sneaking in to beat the shit out of somebody or to rough something up. I mean, okay, wait. I guess we never could have anticipated this may explain what it is that we've done here.
All right. I rolled a 4.
Lasers.
The lasers. We never could have anticipated the lasers.
Oh god.
I never would have thought.
If we
I'm
pull
so
this
glad we
off,
got lasers.
Lasers.
yeah,
That's
Zan
daggum
close us out.
Newfangled.
Pull it
shit.
off. The prize will be lots of cash.
That makes sense. All right. So
Okay.
we took this job because the ORH has asked us. The job needs us to rough something up. The best approach is to sneak in. We never could have anticipated the lasers. And if we pull this
Can
off...
I get a shirt that says
Lots
we
of
never could have anticipated the lasers?
That's so good.
Yeah, we should probably make notes. All right, I think the next step is actually, I think as we go through like yeses with our yeses and nos, we may come across what it is we're roughing up, what or who. So the 2 safety mechanics that this game recommends you use are a rating system. And so just like talking about the parameters of the game, like violence or romance or what have you through the lens of a movie rating system. And then yes and no, yeses being things we definitely want to see that we're excited about, and no being things that we're like not really vibing with today. Those can be things that are super serious from the lines of like suicide or sexual assault, which are both things I probably don't want to explore this evening. So I'm putting them on the no list. But they could also be things like, I don't want us to fall down the rabbit hole of like, I don't want it to be in a warehouse or something, you know, like that's part of the beauty of the yes and no situation. 2 things we are likely to explore are dystopia and hope.
What's up, Alistair?
This is my cat. We spent some time at my mother's, so he spent some time alone while there were dogs around. So he's just very close to me at this point. Rating system.
I'm good with like between a PG-13 and an R.
Yeah,
Like one that was rated R because it had too many fucks in it. Not because it
yeah,
had like any.
nothing
you know,
else
like,
in it is
Yes.
like a once the movie rated R. You know.
Yeah. It's PG-13 for everything except for the F word.
Right, because we can't make
That's where
promises.
I'm at. Anyway.
That feels right for honestly most of our stuff.
Yeah. Fuck. There's fuck number 1. I think we need to have a fuck counter. I'm just kidding. That's not something that we need.
That's not something we need, but something that many channels probably have. No shade to the other channels. Yeses and nos.
I'm interested in a kind of like dystopian, like rich people art project.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was gonna say.
Yes,
I'm
like
interested in opulence. What does opulence
Yes.
look like in this world?
like art project, like at the expense of nature, is where I'm kind of coming from.
Yeah.
Too, is like,
Yeah, I'm super into that. Yeah,
like I'm
exactly.
feeling the inspiration of like, I got in a little bit of a tiff the other day because someone thought that Banksy's like cutting up his own work at auction was inappropriate.
Sir.
And I was like, no, that's like the best piece of art from the last 10 years. And so that's kind of something that's interesting to me, is like art at the expense of opulence as well, or in response to.
Okay.
But I personally want to do like nature stuff because I think my character is like a nature. So I don't want to be like stuck in a place where it's just like concrete.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think I'm yes on like some sort of hangout that feels like it has something to do with like nature vibes. I like the idea of having like a respite because what
Truly
it is
never
like,
could
the world
anticipate the
is such
lasers in like a bog somewhere.
because the world is like a concrete dystopian jungle. It feels like not a
So
literal
maybe it's like the
jungle.
last place left.
Yeah.
Like some sort of like weird preserve and some developers coming in or something. We have to go burn all his plans.
Yeah, it
I
does
like
feel
that.
like
Executive
I
assistant.
like
that.
the vandalism
Sorry.
vibe.
We have to go murder his executive assistant? Is that what you said?
Then he wouldn't get anything done.
You could also murder him.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but is it not an exploration of cost at the hands of opulence if we kill the
If we
executive
kill the
assistant?
assistant. Yeah, honestly true. As someone who has been an executive assistant,
You just gotta rough him up.
Honestly,
rough him up.
there were days I wish I would have. No, that's not true. Well, there were days that cookies didn't get delivered, and I really wanted to just fall down a wall and cry. So,
like a movie scene. The fall down the wall and cry is
all too well, 10 minutes version, Taylor's version.
are there no's? Alistair.
My lighthearted no is like the concrete thing. Like I don't want to be stuck too much in a
Yeah.
concrete jungle. My less lighthearted no is like I don't really want to explore like illness, particularly like physical illness.
I am always a no for like vomit. Can't do it.
Yeah, I mean non-consent.
Except for like beating the crap out of a bad guy, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's just gonna take it.
Oh my god.
Although that would be a very good character build, is someone who every time you go to hit somebody, you go, "You want to get into a fight?"
Oh my god. Amazing. Well, we can start to get into this. Our characters will already know each other. I think that's a given. They've sort of created a community amongst themselves, and help each other out. So the way the game works is there are playbooks. We picked our playbooks beforehand and started to fill out the questions that we were supposed to ask ourselves prior to play. So we'll each go through, read our, just like the little blurb at the top of the playbook and the things that you have and have answered. Who wants to go first?
Oh, you should go first, Rad and Real.
I'm the rod and the reel. You are the leader, the one who everyone looks up to. When it's time to act, you're there with a clutch cast. That responsibility is great, though, and it's tough to keep your head up when you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sometimes you just want to take the break, but then you look out at the rest of your gang, and you know that if you let out some slack, you may never pull in your catch. So you stay at it and keep reeling in. I chose the name Reed. Their look is long and lanky. Their clothes are flannel, and they have a stack of bills sitting at home, a tool for every job, and the phone number of a cutie they met last night. They also have a fancy high-tech fishing rod that doubles as a grappling hook or tether.
Oh, sick.
The questions that I answered before play, what is the one that got away? And I just wrote, the air.
Ooh.
I don't know.
AIR or HEIR?
HEIR, but...
Oh.
You know?
Oh, that's new. Okay, I was thinking the other one.
It's like a little both.
It's like a pollution joke.
Yeah, it's a 6 of one, half a dozen of a bad pun. You get it. What are you trying to catch? Their attention.
Oh.
I think like eco-terrorist vibe, but like casual.
Spicy.
Why do they all look up to you? I can always get a group together. I think, yeah. So,
Cool. Is that what you got? Or
that's what I got. That's what I got.
Great. I'll go next. I am Kodiak. I am a Komodo dragon. I use he, him pronouns, and the traits that I chose were scaled and solemn. Special abilities I chose were special senses and human language.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, God.
I had the choice to not, and I was like, not today. It's
tough for a
I
stream.
like the idea that you speak through like a vocoder, though. Like,
yes.
vocoder.
Yes.
Excuse me. Vocoder.
I have plucky optimism, an eye for detail, and worms.
Oh,
Like,
no.
probably
Heartworm?
no, like in a little backpack.
Oh,
like
like
Oh,
snacks.
that's so
because
cute.
I'm a Komodo dragon. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not
You
like,
have you have real worms, and I have like trolley sour gummy worms.
I love that.
Sure. That's
Share
definitely in my
those.
bucket.
Rita's definitely accidentally grabbed the wrong bin at both times.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Definitely so have I, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zan, keep going.
No, you're good. Okay, why did the gang bring me into their home? I have that one of you screamed when you saw me and then felt very guilty, so you invited me in for a snack. And I ended up eating the entire ant infestation that was in the apartment, so to speak. And so you were like, yeah, okay, this is useful. What do I see that others can't? I have dark vision and an expert sense of smell. Dark vision is not real for Komodo dragons, but expert sense of smell is. I learned that today. How does everyone treat me differently? I just want to feel more included as a whole group member because I don't understand human conversational cues, which makes it hard to keep up sometimes.
How fast do you walk?
I think I can go like pretty fast. I would say I can't run as fast as a human can run, but I can run as fast as the human can like briskly walk. And I also can like climb and swim. So I can make up for it.
Hell yeah. Love to see it.
Nice.
All right. I'm playing Brick. Brick is the Knuckles. Can you believe that some folks like to go fishing in boats and use things like sticks with rope tied to them? Where's the fun in that? I'm much more hands-on, literally. I like to get wet and dirty by sticking my hands where they don't belong. I reach into catfish holes, grab monsters by the throat. My fun isn't without danger, and I've got the nicks and bruises to show for it. At the end of the day, I wouldn't change it for anything, though. I picked tough and tiny. I think Brick is like 4'6", and just like like somebody took like a person and dragged just the top side down. She's like stocky, but like absolutely muscle ripped, and like very short. She wears dirty gray Converse that are like ripped out the side. I think she lives in an RV, which could be the RV that we all live in if that is the vibe. She wears a lot of tie-dye, and has a ton of Band-Aids, a sense of adventure, a bucket of trinkets, such as her Trolley Sour Gummy Worms, and a secret spice mix recipe from her family's generational pass down. The thing that ties me to my community is my grit. I used to be the little sister, and I left that life behind because I didn't want to be defined by who was older than me. And my favorite thing about myself is all my freckles. I got a lot of freckles. And my worms.
That's so cute.
Love it.
My worms.
I totally think we could live at a campground vibe.
Yeah.
I think it's like an RV that I kind of like rehabbed a little bit and like did the did kind of the crafty, not like tiny home energy, because that's not my vibe. The cushions are definitely upholstered in like 70s tweed still.
Nice.
But
Nice.
Amazing.
made it run on biodiesel.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Speaking of corn,
Hey, what's up? The character I chose to play, well, the playbook I chose to play from was the can of corn. And what this means is I took it for interpretation. All right. How do you do, fellow youths? I'm just like you all, except maybe for all this slime. Back in my day, we didn't use all this fancy gadgetry. No, we went down to the river with a bucket of corn and maybe some good old-fashioned stink bait, and we got messy and smelly, and we didn't care about the spines or the slime. We just threw bait and scooped fish. The can of corn is old, slimy, and smelly, but they have a conscience, and somewhere in their gross heart is a little bit of hope. So my name's Kathy, but my friends call me Kath, so that includes all yous. I chose for my look, dramatic and dirty. I chose for my clothes, awkward trends, and, what this means is that Kath is a Y2K queen. She is deeply entrenched in the world of the aughts, and that's old-timey here. That is old-timey here.
Does she look like Jules' mom from Bend It Like Beckham?
Oh my god, I don't remember.
Okay, we'll talk later.
I don't remember.
Keep going.
Here's what I have. Debt. Slime. And worthless antiques, okay? I've got an array of chia pets that I have kept alive for decades. These chia pets are older than all of yous. I also have a sense of justice that I will never betray. So here are the questions I had to answer. Who were you before the collapse? I was, as the what's her name? As the Reba song goes, a single mom who worked 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, with a steady hand. A gentle hand in the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. I survived this apocalypse with my stockpile of canned fruit cocktail and, Cheese Whiz, Twinkies, all that shit never goes bad. So I survived. I do miss my suburban house. I do miss my suburban life.
Where are your kids?
Well, where are my kids? That's a great question. A crisis happened. I don't know where they are. So now I'm a mother without a child. So that brings me to my next question. What do I owe these kids? I owe them a strong mothering influence. And then what is the grossest thing about me? I do not wash my face with the lake water. And yet I put on a fresh face of makeup every day. So it's just all layered on there. It's peeling off like the paint in a decrepit, condemned shack. And my face just always looks a little puffy because of all the layers. Also, this makeup, I bought all of it in like 2004. So it's not good anymore. Like, Kath was a little bit of a hoarder. I had a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of stuff. Now it's in the RV. So yeah, I'm wearing like full Juicy Couture velour sweatsuits with like jelly platform sandals, and I got my thick waterline eyeliner and my sparkly lip gloss, and I'm old. Let me tell you that.
Do you have a bunch of temporary tattoos? Do you have one of those little hair braider machines?
Yes, and a crimper.
But you're young at heart, and that's what's
I'm young at
important.
heart, and I relate to these kids. You know, when you have kids, you start to relate to kids. You know? You're kind of a kid
Yes,
yourself
that's what
again.
happens.
We don't know. We don't
I'm a
know.
youthful lady.
I'd imagine that's what happens anyway.
Well, that's us. that's the four of us who live together in an RV down by the lake.
Down by the river. Wait, Kath, do you just quote Chris Farley memes at us?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is
Um,
my bread and butter.
You're like, oh, that was on SNL in the 90s.
I need more cowbell. That's what'll fix this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we have a variety of situations that may be interesting to pick up or start from. Again, all four of us that you see before you it's a GM-less game, so we're all in the driver's seat together with a variety of moves that our characters can do, with resolutions that will come in as we do the moves. And we'll see how it goes. I feel like we could start by picking up the offshore Robin Hoods right off the bat, because
Yeah. Do we start on one of their boats?
we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if boats is the right term. One of their like one of the flotilla of
One of the
these
floating
cities.
cities. Yeah.
yes.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, so I feel like we start with the suspicious benefactor. Right? If the reward,
Yeah.
if the situation is we need to rough something up and get paid lots of money, like, is someone...
But is our benefactor the Robin Hoods themselves?
Yeah.
We start with our old badass Daniel Craig gentleman.
Who's
Yes.
a scientist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's absolutely a scientist. Working working below decks on some like shitty 40-foot sailboat
Oh my
that
god.
he's got out on the
Yeah, the lights are like flickering on and off, like barely powered.
Yeah, he's definitely got solar panels making up the deck of the boat, so he catches whatever sun he can, but it's the cloudy, they're wreathed in fog, so how much sun can he really get, you know?
Yeah, everything is cloaked in shadows, whether or not it's supposed to be mysterious.
He's like
Yeah.
on a bike, like trying to like get a little bit of power to like keep the lights on. He bikes during a conversation.
Trying to get a little bit of electricity, that's so
Oh
funny.
my god. I think there's got to be like a sturdy sort of canvas bag that sits near the exercise bike that is like looming, filled with something that we will need for this task.
Filled with cash?
Yes.
Or
Well,
for later.
Yeah.
The reward is
Yes.
right there.
The reward is right there. We could just steal the reward
We
right
could
now.
just rough this man up.
Harold's very literal like that.
Says, hey, I'm an honest man. You get what you see. What
He
do you
wears
see?
like Will Smith in I Am Legend. He wears like a lab coat that's like dirty and crusty.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if Will Smith in I Am Legend actually wears that, but that's the headcanon that I have in my head.
Yeah, I think he's got to tell us where we're headed. We have to... They need something.
He needs a... What if it's a
needs to
discovery?
intimidate.
What if it's a discovery thing? Like the floating islands are about to be discovered and destroyed. And so we need to go protect, basically, like rough up the surveillance forces that are encroaching on their spot.
To intimidate
Oh my god,
them
is it a party boat
into
though?
lying for us.
Is it a
party boat?
frat boy party yacht.
Yeah, it's like
a party boat.
It's a huge party. We have to mess up the GPS system on the boat.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Because we have to change, we have to screw up their route. Like, yeah, absolutely.
we have to route them somewhere else. We have to put magnets on the bottom of their GPS to fuck up their nav.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steer them
Harold's...
into the Bermuda Triangle, if you will. Or, something akin to that.
So
what?
Harold's detection systems have detected this party boat with like a thumping bass headed toward our direction to arrive in like 2 hours.
Yeah, and that's why he's pedaling so hard on the bike, too. They're siphoning all his electricity. Water's a conductor, right? So they're...
Oh, it's a party boat that has like
electric.
a huge like churning.
They've got like a
motor.
hydro.
On
Yes.
the back.
This is dire.
yeah.
They're using
Oh,
the
shit.
electricity for just waste. Like
And
how
it's
we got
messing
here
up
in
the
first place.
ionization in the water,
Yeah.
so it's like messing with the fishes, and they're gonna discover the ORH, and like, yeah.
I saunter up
Prevents them from
with my
doing
hands
work.
in the pockets of my cargo shorts. How are we supposed to get there, Harold? You got a boat
Swim.
for us? You want us to swim?
This is me as Kodiak. I swim.
You can swim. That's fine. Okay. Harold.
I think we could. Reed is like looking over his shoulder at his little like radar map, and they're just like, I think we could hitch a ride. And they like point at a spot on the map where like the party boat's gonna like go near to like the coast of the river as it's like heading up to where it's trying to get to, suggesting that we could secret tow ourselves to get onto the boat.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a good plan.
You've still got that grappling hook, yeah?
You read my mind.
Guys, they might honestly let me on as a guest, don't you think? Just tell them, Cat's here to party! I was a parrot head back in my day. You kids don't even know what that means.
No, I definitely do not. I definitely do not.
Anywho, I think that's a great plan. And, if you need someone to get on the boat, I'll take one. I'll take one for the team. The kids love me. I can play limbo with
I mean,
them.
it probably wouldn't hurt to have somebody on board. Why don't we plan on that? Kodiak can swim. Me and you will ride on the grappling hook. And Kath will jump on board. Yeah. Kath, you want to pretend to be drowning and the frat boys can kind of save you?
Oh my
Kinda
god.
MILF energy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They used to call me MILF. Well, I have a pair of... You've seen my sweats.
Do they say MILF on the ass?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear them. I'll wear them so they know what they're getting into. I'll put on my sparkly makeup. I'm gonna look right like I walked out of Eclairs. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god! All right. Anything else you need to know, Harold?
Zops is a party favor.
I think he tells us there's like one person on the boat that if they see us, we're made or something, like.
Oh yeah, man with the stash or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got one of those like kind of porn stash.
Oof.
And an eye patch.
Oh god. No, and like a bandana that's like tied over his eyebrow, kind of.
Yes, yes.
All
with
of
a
the
skull emoji drawn on it.
Oh no.
All right.
Who is this man?
I think I make for the cash bag.
I think
Grab
he jumps off the bike and the lights like flicker. And he dumps it out and is like, "Oh, you'll need this." And it is something. It's
a collection of magnets that we can use to fuck up the. It's like huge, it's huge like U magnets and stuff that collapse down. So you like affix them and then collapse them so you can't see them.
Yeah. All right, folks.
I can't pretend I know how to use these, but Reed probably does.
Yeah, they put them in a tote bag for like a bookstore that doesn't exist anymore.
And a single smoke bomb in case we need a diversion.
All
That's
right,
what
gang,
there isn't
well,
in there. Anything to deal with lasers.
I think it's time to go fishing.
It's time to go fishing. I dive into the water. I hold my bucket aloft.
There are 4 shared moves in the game. Those shared moves are when you lash out, when you break the law, when you score big, and when you go fishing. I think literally Reed is both saying that for the hard cut of like the moment where we leave to go figure out what we're gonna actually do, but also because they just really want to go fish, like with their friends before we get into it.
That's honestly cute.
Yeah, they're like, if I'm gonna have to launch this as a tow hook, I want to launch this as a fish hook first. So, Rita's gonna go fish at waiting for the boat to show up.
Well, I'm swimming in the water. I'm slamming my hands down into the silt on the bottom of the thing to see if I can catch any catfish.
I'm helping. I help. I'm like swimming around with like my eyes open in the water and just like tasting the water with my tongue and like skittering over this way when I think that there might be one. Like fish.
That's a slimy motherfucker.
I'm on a raft, a homemade raft. I don't want to get my hair wet just yet. I gotta save that. They can't save a drowning woman whose hair has been wet all day, please. I'll watch. If I need to pull any of you out of the water, I'll do it, and I'll whip up a good old Jello salad with whatever we get for a hearty meal.
Catfish Jello salad.
Yeah. I still have a box of lemon, my favorite.
Oh god.
I'm so upset.
Does Kat put yogurt in her Jello salad?
No, it's a sour cream cheese mix between the layers with some marshmallow fluff
and catfish lemon.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess food's food.
Tastes good to me. May have burned off all my taste buds. I've been a smoker for 9 decades.
Reed thinks about how the air is already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they go fishing, the response that I picked up to that was, "You're reminded why you took this gig, because everybody else decided to come with and did their own thing and had a delightful time."
Aww.
Yeah, so they fish for a while, and then I think there's like a moment where Reed kind of turns and looks at where the sun is in the sky, and by sun I mean like hazy, covered in smog, kind of light ball in the sky, and looks around and is like, all right, folks, looks like I see some neon in the distance.
I'm hearing the bass already.
Is that what the thump is?
Is that Low by T-Pain?
Reacting weirdly because like I'm like
just kidding.
Like,
it's Low by Flo Rida. I know that. Orson knows that. Definitely, Rick does not know that. I just want to say that. I said Low by T-Pain, and in character. Don't at me.
Reminds me of a girl's trip to Boca Raton.
Oh, all right.
One of my moves is when I remember a time when it was easy, and I get into a little bit of a funk, but I always shake it out.
Oh, nice.
I'm
That's a
Kat.
nice resolution. That's nice.
I smell something strange. Is that pot?
And body spray.
Oh. Ugh. I lick a fish to try to get rid of the scent and taste. Is displeasing to me.
I lick a fish as well. And then release it. Catch and release.
Oh my god.
Kath, you ready to drown?
Oh yeah. Just let me. Just slurped up the last of the sour cream. Didn't want it to go bad. Yeah, it was already kind of bad. All right. I'll see you guys at the boat.
Well, hopefully you won't, right?
Well,
when are we getting
I'll know
off
you're
this
there.
boat? Are we're gonna get on it at some point? What's the vibe?
Oh, we're getting on. We're getting on the boat.
Kath, why don't you take the magnets? No, wait, that's weird. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, don't give me a
Kath
magnet.
is gonna
I just
make-
can't help but stick them on a fridge.
Kath is gonna make a distraction. Worst case, if Kath doesn't make a distraction, or if Kath actually begins to drown, Kodiak can help.
Yes.
Kodiak is unassuming. While either of those things are going on, you and I are infiltrating the back of the boat.
Get into
One
the
of us
nav
can
room.
make a distraction if we need to, but we can slip into the room.
I can also disable them with my venomous fangs if it is needed.
I
That
do a
would be
front flip.
so cool.
I do a front flip and then hawk a big loogie.
Why?
Just for the
Why? I dive under and start to swim in the direction of the horrid smell, holding my breath.
I wait for that boat to pass and then cast my high-tech fishing rod as a grappling hook. And Brick and I hop onto like a wakeboard or something. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh, for
I love
sure.
it.
Well, I think probably it's like a log water ski kind of thing.
oh, thank God.
That's
Yeah.
heavy. It's heavy, so it sits under the wake, like it sits under the water line.
Yeah, I could not think of any word that wasn't wakeboard, and that was not what I wanted.
No, I think it's definitely like a water ski, and we use like your grappling hook as the tow line for our water ski.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just holding on to your ankles, though, I think.
In the use of a tool for every job, along with the like fishing rod, they have one of those things that like, you know, when they climb in like adventure things where they just slide up so that it doesn't slip in the water or in your sweat.
Oh yeah,
They
what's that
definitely have
called?
one of
Like
those
repels
things.
or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
And so like as the group in the front is doing that, I think Brick and Reed are like coming up the back end of the boat. I think that's breaking the law.
Breaking and entering, baby.
Oh.
I think I want to hear about the front of the boat before we resolve how Brick and Reed's breaking the law goes.
I definitely want to hear about the front of this boat. I think now it's moved on to Cyclone. That classic track, Cyclone.
Oh, she moves her body like
yes.
yes.
They're kind of doing a throwback mix.
They knew who they were dealing with today.
The good old days.
There's like a mermaid on the bow that looks like it was modeled after Kim Kardashian.
She has like a champagne bottle that's like shooting up like a fountain going on her ass. Yeah.
I'd like to pick up the capitalist cathedrals while we look at what's happening in the front of the boat.
Let's do it.
That situation involves the vibe of a dozen billionaires killed the world. They're the egg we crack to find gold within, and I would like to pick it up because we have to break in somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So I just putting that on the table while we hear about how Kath drowns herself. Or doesn't drown herself.
So I think this party boat, you might have a picture in your head of what this party boat looks like. You're picturing like those corporate party boats you can rent. Nah, this one is like a cruise on a smaller boat. It has like 5 stories. It's got a diving board off that 5th story into a pool on the deck of the party boat. They have palm trees. They have palm trees on the party boat. I don't know how they did that.
Which have to be like maintained in like an intensely perfect condition that costs $1 bajillion.
Yeah, that's where all the money's going. You only got to build a building once, but trees are a living beast.
They've got just like cases of dry ice to keep like their ice luges cold. Even though we're in like probably what feels like the South, and it's like muggy and sweaty.
Yeah, and they insist on keeping the ice luges like real close. They have like a or a swim up bar in the pool, and they insist on keeping the ice luges there despite the fact that the pool is heated. So that's not really helping their ice luge case. So this is just the electrical output of not output, but the electrical requirements of this boat are that of like a small city. Like think
disgusting.
Think like Cambridge, Mass.
I think as we see all of this too, the realization hits each of us individually maybe that like this size of this boat could not only would they discover some of the floating cities, they could potentially capsize one at the size that it's at. Like not only is that
they could just like run in and destroy the whole shit and not even notice that they were doing it.
And they certainly wouldn't care.
The captain's drunk. Everyone's drunk.
Everyone's drunk.
They could just if they like navigated like through one of the floating cities, like the in a
the wake.
Yeah, the wake.
Like a mini tsunami.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a tsunami. That's the only way I could describe it. Like I said, we are a on paper boating license holder, Katie is.
Nobody heard that. That was before we went live.
No. So I kind of just, figured, this is, consulted with the pals, figured out what route they're taking, and I have strategically sunk my raft. I'll make another one. Rafted out to there. I sunk it, threw a rock on it. Now I'm just out here at sea. A woman in middle age. a woman of perhaps a 3-digit age number.
Oh my god.
How far someone wants to look into her past.
I think as you begin your performance, like a red solo cup flies off like the 4th deck of the ship and comes and conks you on the head.
Oh yeah, and that's what I take as a sign from God that it's time to start the show. So I die, I'm in the water and I start flailing. I'm thrashing. I wore my bright pink suit today, so it's
I'm hovering
everywhere.
behind you just in case you don't get rescued in time, so I can like lift you up a little bit. But I'm hovering underwater to stay hidden.
I appreciate that, kid. I'm drowning. Ah!
I gotta know, would you describe this as sleazing your way in?
Oh, I would say so.
Yes.
I'm
I
curious
would
how
say
you
so.
think Kath resolves sleazing her way in.
Well,
How do you think this goes?
I think this goes pretty smooth. I get a thrill out of performing. This is how I typically sleaze my way in. I'll make myself look bad. I don't care. I just gotta get in. So I think I'm... And then I think 2 very nice fratsters. They look like nice boys next door.
Oh, boy.
They
Brandon
look
and
over the
Brayden.
railing. They go, Brandon and Brayden. They go, oh my god, guys,
Oh,
is
shit,
that?
bro.
Dude, that grandma's
like-
drowning.
Yeah, there's like an old lady out there. Like, what's she
Dude,
doing?
she's kind of hot though.
Really?
Dude, have you ever heard of a MILF?
More like a gilf, am I right?
Oh, good one. More like a gilf.
Oh shit, dude, though, she's like, for real, she's like drowning. I think like 6
shit.
of them take their shirts off, none of them jump in immediately.
6 of them take their shirts off, tie them into a rope, and
Yes.
throw the rope
It's like
down.
Oh, yeah.
I learned this in Boy Scouts.
They make
Oh my
like
god.
They make like a bunch of square knots, so they're really secure.
They start talking about what their Eagle Scout projects were.
I'm gonna, as I'm climbing up, I'm like,
I think one of them mentions an Eagle Scout thing, and then everybody else
Just
goes,
like-
"What?"
Yeah, and by they, I mean the one guy I was playing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What? Excuse me.
no,
Kath.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Kath. I reach out for the rope. I'm climbing up. I'm, oh, you boys. You're godsends, each and every one of you. You in the middle there. You look like that heartthrob Aaron Carter. Oh, are you single?
When,
got-
though?
What?
When Aaron Carter? Aaron Carter now or Aaron Carter then?
Oh, the one my daughter was always talking about.
Same guy, just...
Yeah.
Ma'am,
like
are you
2000
okay? What year do
Yeah.
you think it is?
Yeah, I know what year it is. I'm popping water out of my ears. There's...
So I don't have to do CPR because I can do CPR
Oh, I mean...
like from The
No.
Office,
Oh,
Ain't alive. Whoo, whoo.
Yeah. And then Dwight takes that's a chicken episode.
you guys do have...
Oh my
I
gosh,
bet you'd be
that
good
was
at it. You got the muscles here. I could set you up. I know a real nice young lady. I gotta find her first, but...
What do you mean you gotta find
anywho.
her?
Well, kids disappear. You know
Ma'am.
how it goes.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about your child, ma'am?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Are they-
She's probably your age. She's like 63.
Your child is 63?
Yeah. Maybe
Cool.
I'm losing track of the numbers up here, guys. Do you happen to have a little couch I could lay my osteoarthritic bones down on?
Yeah, we got the sack.
Can I sit on the sack?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Where's the lie, you know? It's all love sex. It's all like thousands upon thousands of dollars of like freshly dry, clean, right? Like the concept of the fact that like that soft goods are clean in this world is a display of opulence alone. So they just got sacks on sacks, you know?
Something hilarious is that one of my questions is, what about this situation is just a little too clean? And it's these couches. They are bright white. Who can afford to keep a bright white fabric good clean? Not I. So I sprawled down face first.
I think
they're gonna get a real good face print.
I think as you lay down, you see like somebody across the room spills wine on one of them, and they just pick it up and throw it off the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, don't worry about it. We got more. And I think you get served like 5 shots at once. You get your own shot cheese. Like,
and a grilled cheese for sure.
My god. If you insist. Gulp, gulp, gulp. And then I light up a cigarette. I take an old drag and I go, she's still got it.
You know that shit'll kill you.
That's what I do when I sleaze my way in. That exact
my god.
move.
She still got it.
Yeah, with the cigarette in hand. She's still got it.
incredible.
So now I'm
Kodiak,
in.
are you
I'm
swimming
in.
back to us?
Yes, yeah, now that she's safely on board and I dodged the beanbag that came overboard by doing a quick belly roll, I swim back and be like, it is done. She is safe. She has been saved by the men.
What's the hap, Kodiak? What's the vibes on board? Did you get a sense?
From what I could see, they are young and not very smart. Perhaps this will not be so hard.
All right. Repel a clock.
One of my questions is, what snag does your plan run into? And
Other than the lasers?
other than the lasers, which will come into play at some point, I find Reed worrying a bit about if it went so smoothly, if Kath is attracted to the opulence. I think they have a fear of losing people in this little group. I think we've probably lost people before on tasks and stuff, and so like I think that's a fear that they have as we move forward. But
I think Brick saw the beanbag go over the side and is wondering if she should go retrieve it and put it somewhere else. But I don't think she's going to. I think that's just what flipped through her mind.
Yeah. We get on the back of the boat.
Oh yeah, and the last thing she mutters is before she repels up is, this whole damn Earth's a garbage can.
Damn.
I think Rita's gonna lash out, and when they do, they burst into tears.
Oh no!
God.
I think Brick.
Oh, God.
I think Brick says this whole damn Earth's a garbage can, and like relatively quietly. I don't think Reed is like a pop off person very often, but I think they just kind of like under their breath mutter like, "It is if you treat it like one," and like just climb on the boat.
It is true.
Brick's
but
fear is vulnerability and emotion. So
it is true, but with people and animals on the side of good, perhaps there is hope.
Thanks,
Let
Kodiak.
us climb.
damn, Kodiak, you're so optimistic all the time.
That's one of my things I have. I take out a worm and pop it in my mouth.
I take out a worm.
That's one of my things.
That's another one of my things.
Incredible. We get on the boat. I mean,
I think we get on the boat and we get on at like you know how those like big ships have one of those like big towering tails and there's like benches for people to like watch the like tail like up. I think that's where we get on. And then there's like behind those benches is a little hallway that goes down into like the sub floor. I think we had to climb up to like at least the third deck of this ship.
yeah, dangerously close to like top party territory.
Yeah. And then I think we get up there and then have to like go down. And I think as we're going down is when we encounter les lasers.
My God.
Les lasers? Are we supposed to?
Are they already
rendezvous?
active, or do you trip them?
I think we trip them.
We trip them. I think I trip them
Oh.
because yeah. I trip them because I'm just kind of like sputtering out water and like blending around, and then I accidentally like lean onto one that's like step activated, and they go, zzz, and I'm only not like
Impaled
zapped because
yeah.
I'm so low to the ground that it's
That's
like
iconic.
And then all of us are like, oh,
be careful, there is danger.
don't move.
I freeze.
Okay.
I try skittering back to where I stepped on it to step on it again to see if it will de-trigger it, and it does not.
Do we think there was like another, like when the lasers go off, like does something else happen that alerts someone that the lasers are off?
Yeah, the mustache man, right?
I think that must be true. And I also fear that Brick is perceiving at this very moment that she is in over her head, which is one of her moves.
Oh no.
I think, well, the thing I picked is that everyone, the whole world knows.
Yeah.
So I think there's alarms going off.
Mm-hmm. And so we see like two.
I think we have to find another way down. There has to be another staircase. There literally has to be another.
Yeah.
Just keep going. They're not, look.
Through the lasers?
Reed reaches out and puts their hand in the light.
Oh, sick.
And
yeah.
it's, and they're like very confident, and they're like, it's motion sensors. They're motion sensors. That's why the alarms are going off. Keep going. I will make a distraction.
Yes.
Okay.
They are going to strut their stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which as a concept is hilarious to me as like this sort of reluctant person. But I think I'm torn between either you attract someone's attention or they'll never know it was you when you strut your stuff, because I think what they do is like change their look and go and like kind of like broaden their stance and stuff and like pull out a beanie from their backpack that's like clean and try and take their shirt off and try to look as much like a bro as they can and strut their stuff, and are like, oh, I just tripped. It was just like a little, ooh, we got shot skis. Yes? No? As they're like walking, anyone who's walking down that hallway now, you just hear Reed like, yes? No?
Oh, God.
I think I'm gonna... I had asked one of these gentlemen callers that if they had a ladies' room I could use somewhere, and they told me the only ladies' room was like on the lower deck, because this is typically a bros only zone.
BROZONE layer.
Their words.
Oh, that's the name of the boat, is the BROZONE layer.
You know
Yes.
that's what it is. You absolutely know.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think I did that as as a ploy to go.
Are you taking merch notes?
I'm
search
taking
for,
title notes for the highlight and the YouTube. Obviously, merch as well.
Yeah, but the joke was I did not need the ladies' room because what is the water but one big gender neutral room, folks. So I'm searching for the control center. I'm searching for the team. So I think I might be wandering also in the hallways, and if we happen to fortuitously meet.
I think I'm going to take a page.
The air.
I'm going to take a page out of one of our favorite playbooks, which is not from this game, but is in fact instead from Twilight. And I think there's a ladies' room on the first floor that has 2 entrances.
Oh.
And I walk by one of them and get yanked in by Kath.
Oh, so good.
And then we go out the other door.
So good.
Oh, hell yeah. I found you. Where's Reed?
There are lasers. Did
There
you hear
are
the alarms?
lasers.
There are lasers. There are lasers everywhere.
I couldn't hear anything over Hey Ya was playing on repeat.
Oh, God. Well, apparently the lasers aren't real. They're just motion sensor, but Reed went to go make a distraction. They just stuck their hand in the laser, which was kind of a dangerous move, but I have to respect that. Do you know where the control room is?
Thing. You're rubbing off on each other.
Yeah.
That's what
kinda
family
cute.
does.
Oh wait, I
could
want to
cry.
pick up the found family.
I could fucking
I would
cry,
like
bro.
to ask, how does that make you feel?
Me?
Both Kath and Brick in this moment of found family in the ladies' room.
I make a noise like I'm having the biggest shit of my entire life.
Oh my
Like I'm having
my
just an
God.
absolutely girthy shit because this is the most uncomfortable feeling. I turn just like absolutely beet red. I think I let out a yell. And that's maybe when when we slip out the door, but
Yeah.
Kodiak
As we're
has
walking
been
out.
waiting. Oh, sorry. Kodiak has been waiting patiently outside because he understands that it's a ladies' room, but he's able to when he's close enough to you, he can keep track of you based on your smell. So he's just patiently waiting and waiting, and then he sees you guys and he's after you.
I give Kodak a very big pat on the head, and I'm compelled to share advice in this found family moment, and I'm like, hey, look, if your stomach's hurting you, let me show you this trick I learned. You just rub down, and it helps things get moving in there. So, just take that from me.
Are you hungry? Do you need a worm?
Rub down. I won't do it to you because that would be a little invasive of your personal space. But
I'd like to be clear, I'm not actually taking a shit.
Oh,
I'm
I know.
standing there feeling emotions.
yeah,
In an incredibly visceral way. Okay, great. Just wanted to make sure for all our viewers at home, there is no turd being ejected from Brick's body at this moment.
No, Kath loves to give useless advice that is misguided, but the intent, it's the thought that counts.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I think that's what Brick says explicitly. It's the thought that counts, Kath.
Yeah, you know the motto. Got it. I have it tatted.
We used to do that to kittens on the farm. Rub on their bellies, I mean. It helped
That
with
sounds
indigestion.
delicious. I ate a kitten
Tell
once.
us more. You ate a kitten?
It was delicious.
Oh my God!
Kodiak, I'm gonna need you to come in this bathroom right now. I'm so sorry. I know you're trying to be respectful of boundaries, but get the fuck in here.
No,
What?
it's
Okay,
a party in here.
I
where
close my
memories are
eyes and
made.
I go in. I kind of bump into the door as I go in. Is it safe? Is it
Kodiak,
empty?
let me explain something about human bathrooms to you. Is that when they're like gendered like this, usually they have stalls. So as long as you don't like go under the stall, it's like mostly fine, you know?
Very well. I don't like the bathroom. It smells too clean. That's another thing is that they have like cleaning solution, which is like very opulent. Like, where are they getting this from? Because that requires water to make. So expensive shit.
Or they just clean their toilets with straight up booze. It's
Like
Everclear toilet
It's
cleaner.
Everclear. Same thing.
All right.
All right. Where'd Reed go?
Reed went to go bro it up, I guess. I don't know. They put their hat on and then started talking about shot skis.
Oh my god.
I don't know where they are though. Probably on the other side of the lasers, but they know they're fake. I mean, not really fake. I did set off a bunch of alarms.
To be clear, Reed went so that you guys could go through the lasers.
Oh yeah.
To get you met on the other side of the lasers, right?
Yeah.
And Kath found her way down from a different way. So I think that what happens, because it's like movie timing, is that like there's a cutscene of Reed just high-fiving people through the top floor and then finding the same way down that Kath did.
Hell yeah.
And now Reed is just with a book tote that they pull back out of their backpack because everyone knows a bro wouldn't have a book tote. They pull the book tote back out of their backpack and are just like standing when the moment that you guys open the door from the ladies' room is the moment that they're like opening the side door that Kath came out of.
Oh shit. Good timing.
Hey.
Did you find the control room?
It's one of those, right? There's like gotta be like 3 unmarked doors in the hallway.
We hit mostly a dead end on the other side, so. But I did ditch Jasper in the bro tank outside, so. We're clear.
Cool.
Okay, let's try the doors. Which are they locked?
I feel like some of them aren't, and then like the one that we think is right has to be right. Like,
Okay.
Does anyone have a bobby pin?
I don't have a bobby
Or
pin, but I do have really
a
long
needle?
fingernails.
I
Oh,
have a butterfly clip.
can you
Let
just
us try the fingernails first.
break it?
oh, I also have a credit card. It doesn't work anymore, but I have it. Try that. I could just punch it. You want me to just punch it?
Yes,
You
perhaps.
can't.
That'll
It's
knock.
just
Let's try the credit card first.
Just Jimmy it in there. You ever heard of Jimmy's? He used to get them on ice cream cones.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a party in your mouth.
Rainbow connection.
Brick, how's it going?
Bad. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anybody know how to do this? I saw it once in Ocean's 11.
I think I have an unexpected laser moment I would like to add here, which is
Yes.
I think as Brick is trying, and eventually as we're like either when the door opens or just before, depending on how we want this plot to go, there is a roaming bro, with the mustache, with a laser pointer
Oh, fuck.
in the eyes.
No.
In the eyes.
Fuck.
Yeah, like that
Wait,
shitty game.
Is he the one with the is this the mustache guy we were told to avoid? Or a
I think
different
it's gotta
mustache
be,
guy?
right? It's gotta be the
I
mustache guy we were
absolutely-
told to avoid, who, like, when the alarms went off, like, Reed did their best to get the people, but, like, the mustache guy
shit-
was unavoidable.
When this shit goes in my eye, I tuck and roll. I absolutely tuck and roll. What the fuck, bro? Ow.
Hey. Wasn't very nice of you.
I kick the door in.
Incredible. You kick the door in. The control room is empty
bro.
because Mustache Man had locked it, but was on his way back with the with the laser pointer, which is like, it's like a laser pointer and a pocket knife. I feel like are the two like weapons that this like bro pilot of this boat has, right? And like, he follows you in because you kick the door open and it's empty, and we all like barrel forward.
I kick the door in and then I whip around and punch this motherfucker in the nose.
Incredible. Yeah, you get in a fight with this guy. He's like he's like trying to fight you with a fucking laser pointer and box cutter or whatever, like pocket knife.
I like pull him into a half Nelson and yell, or I'm trying to. I'm tiny, but so I think I like backpack this guy. I think I like jump up and backpack this guy and then like try and like hold his arms up behind his head but use his own body weight to like I think he's like throwing me against the wall, like trying to get me off. But
yeah.
I'm fucking strong and vicious.
It's like very dramatic, and I do think there's like this moment of like all of us suddenly have a task as soon as we get into the room. Like, I don't know what each of our tasks are, but I think it's that moment where like they're cutting between people, but like the primary thing that we should be paying attention to is this giant fight in the middle of the room.
No, don't.
I'm gonna go after his. I'm gonna go after his ankles with my venomous fangs.
Yes. And then like Reed is like at the thing, yeah, trying to like dumps the magnets across, and then realizes it's like a huge thing. It's like not that easy. So it's this moment of like, Kath, I don't how does this work?
Let me take a look at it.
It's like, it's technology from like the early 2000s. It looks like a fucking Etch-a-Sketch like radar map.
It looks like the screens in Minority Report.
All right, you know what they say.
Oh my god, it's not a radar, it's a Tamagotchi.
Oh my god, if it's a Tamagotchi, I have like 6 of them.
Are they alive?
Figure out how to get this moving in the other direction.
All right, I'm
Reed is like sticking magnets to the side, but has the sinking suspicion that like it's just decoration.
Oh, yeah, wait. You know what? I forgot about the magnets. One of my daughters, back in the day, TV. You remember TV? You could, it looked like this, but, yeah, pretty much like this without the keyboard. She waved this magnet all over the screen. She said, "Oh, look, I did some magic." And she fucked up all the crystals in that little screen. You couldn't see a thing. So maybe if we just smear it across the front here. Really
you want
aggro.
me to chew through the wires?
Ow! Ow! I'm getting slashed by a box cutter. Ow!
Oh, no!
Up a little bit.
On my feet and like scrape claws down his back.
Yes!
Launch myself and just like,
yeah, Reed's like, no wires, get the guy, get the guy, get the guy!
I use the foot that's bleeding to kick him in his own crotch. Oh.
Ooh.
Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes!
I put my bucket on his head. I can't reach the eyes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hit him with those knuckles. Pressure points right here.
It'll be a sick scar though. Bro. Ugh. Yes.
So yeah.
I clamp my teeth around his... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just, while this is happening, I'm still waving this magnet. That's my only idea.
I clamp my teeth around... I kind of like leap up and like clamp my teeth around the edge of his bandana, covering one of his eyes.
Yes.
And, like, pull it down around his neck as I fall back down. So I'm doing a lot of like just leaping and like falling to try to like...
I take one of my arms from the other half Nelson and I put it up the back and then twist. So I'm strangling him with his own bandana. Like,
oh my god.
I've made like are we in this to win this or what?
Absolutely.
Fuck it up.
Reed and Kath put the magnets all over the thing. It has to start to work, right? Like,
it has to start to work.
Because we win. It gets messy, but we simply must.
I think also it makes sense to like do the manual override for the controls to like steer the thing off course, and then also fuck up the auto
Yeah.
nav.
Oh my god, and as you're in this fight, he's like trying to go for the like manual override to like keep it on the track, because as soon as we start messing up the tower thing, it like kerchunks the whole boat, and he like tries to like get to the manual, and like Kodiak is there with the like scratching and stuff, so you're like poisoning this man as he's like stumbling across the
What's underneath the bandana? I think it's just a giant, like, I think it's like a vanity
diamond.
eye. It's like diamond, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's a big
diamond.
I think it's an enormous like blood diamond.
Oof.
Oh god.
I think it's just like awful, like an enormous real diamond, like stuff that doesn't exist in stuff that doesn't exist in the modern world of these characters. Like, it's so horrific that it's been left in the past. It doesn't exist in that form anymore, I think. Except for in this man's crevice of an eye.
I think as this happens, like, because we're in a control room, I'm imagining there's some sort of like open panel, right, that you can see out, but we are under the water. And I think as he like reveals, so like another sort of thing that I feel like they mention a lot that like we haven't quite found a moment for here is the idea of like the ghosts of the fish and stuff. And I think like as his like incredibly opulent eye is like revealed, and we're in this moment of like, it's like the climax of like, are we gonna win, are we not gonna win, there's like this incredible moment of like calling on these like this, I think this happens to us and we haven't figured out why yet, but in this moment of like triumph, the whole wall of like the underwater is like filled with fish ghosts.
Ooh, fish
is
ghosts.
Like spirit
helping
like
to move us to
like moving
direct the ship
as
like,
it like kerchunks.
Pulling the currents, like the energy of the spirits is like pulling the currents in a certain way. I think the other thing is one of the things that we passed, one of the hallway rooms that we passed that was unlocked is some of those like old love sacks, or new love sacks, I mean.
New old love sacks.
I would like to tie this man up and then put him, like, he's just unconscious. He falls unconscious and his like bandana slips or whatever. Like, I've asphyxiated him, but I'm not killing him. I'm just knocking him out. It's not a promising young woman situation. But yikes. But then I would like to stuff his body except for his head in a love sack.
That's so good.
Yes.
Be just
I'll like
marshmallow.
chew, when you explain the plan, I open up the seam of the love sack with my teeth, just like, so that you can like rip it open, get him in there.
Yes. And then with my handy dandy bucket kit, I stitch it back up right around his neck so he can't undo it. He's just gonna be here. Somebody's gonna have to come feed him.
Oh my god, savage.
This is my revenge.
I love it.
We're on this boat.
Where's it going? Like where? Because it's not going where it's supposed to go anymore.
I think we sent it to open water. Like, I think we sent it somewhere where like they're gonna eventually, if they don't realize that this happens, we might be like, Reed is okay with murdering this boat. It's like, yeah, maybe you'll run out of resources.
Brick would like to ultimately repurpose this boat as a shelter for people who were displaced by the crisis. That would be my ideal sitch, is to like find a way to like make this a hotel or like shelter sort of sitch.
Yeah, they just have to die off first.
Yeah. So I'm almost
steal all their
inclined
food.
to like put it in, or maybe we just ruin the navigation and the steering system to the point where it can't sail or go anywhere anymore.
Are there lifeboats on this thing? Because we could fake an emergency. I guess I would be saying
fire alarm.
Right. What if you direct them? Take the lifeboats. They all leave. They live. We take the boat.
Yes, let's do it. Let's push the big red button.
Just already pulled.
Oh shit! Wait, what does that mean?
What's that
Does that
mean,
mean
bro? I think we gotta
does that mean
jump,
the party's
bro.
starting?
I think we gotta fucking jump, bro. Let's do a shot first.
Shot skis are done. Air horns are going off. Along with, yeah, like...
All the bros jump into lifeboats. No life vests, of course. They're raw dogging.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
The vests would cover their muscles. Kath, do you go?
Yeah,
do you go with them, or do you stay
covered.
with us?
Oh, I'm staying here. I'm still in the control room.
Okay.
For all they know, I'm still in the ladies' room. You think they're gonna come rescue old Kath?
No,
After
I didn't know if you
on
were
their
like.
love sack. No,
I didn't know if you were like. I want to join these muscle men
nah.
and start a new life.
Nah, it always
those
seems
muscle
like
men?
I want to, but
Those
they're
muscle
not
men are about
family.
to careen to their death as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they also don't know where they're going.
Yeah. No. That's that would be Kath's. That is a hard name ending. Kath's line of thought. Nah. She if it's does Kodiak like being picked up? Or no? Do you like leaving the ground?
Oh, sorry. No. Not
Okay,
at all.
great. I don't pick you up. I have the urge to, and I don't. But I feed
Pick me
you a
up,
little
Kath.
squirt of cheese whiz from my pocket bottle.
It's delicious.
My God.
I'm sitting
thank
cross-legged on the floor, applying Band-Aids liberally to my box cutter wound.
Oh my god.
Here, I got some Neosporin.
Oh, thanks. I've never used this before.
I don't think it ever expires.
What's it for?
Yeah, you put it on the cut, and it says, no germs.
Oh.
Not today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I squirt the entire tube on my leg. Nice.
That's good. I'm always too lazy to use it. I say, I got a tetanus shot once. That's good enough for me.
Good enough.
How do we steer this boat?
Oh yeah.
Well, we have the manual override, right? You know how
yes.
to steer it, Reed?
Yeah, Reed is already steering the boat by the time Kodiak asks how to steer the boat. Yeah.
By the time we all remember that's a thing that has to happen, Reed's already doing it.
Yeah, Reed's already over there doing
That
it.
seems like a classic.
Yeah, they have they also have like a book out, like an old paperback book of some kind, like about like fishing line. Like it's a paperback nonfiction like fisher's encyclopedia. And they got distracted like flipping through to try to match the type of fish to the fish ghosts that were out.
Aww. I think
They're
we
so
run
cute.
this back to the ORH and attach it to their floating city as another hotel. That's
Like a
what I'm inclined to
hostel
do.
for young scientists.
Looking to join Harold as an apprentice.
Yeah, at the very least, the hydro in the back could help power the city.
Oh, that's
Oh
such a good
yeah.
point. It's literally such a good point.
I'm just sitting on the bow, like taking in the salt air and embracing the call of the wild and just like blissing out on like sea and fish scents.
Oh,
I think once we get it all parked in place, I think we all sit on that like back bench and cast our lines.
Yeah.
And I took over the DJ's booth, and I'm playing. This song played at my daughter's graduation, and it's that song that goes
When we
as we
go.
go.
Yeah, vitamin C.
Yeah.
We remember.
But there's also occasional.
You've taken over the DJ booth and the air horn.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
in case of emergency, but instead of fire extinguishers, it's just more air horns.
Yeah.
Is there anything we want to wrap with? When you go fishing, what are the resolutions each character has when you go fishing? I'm just curious. I know we did a lot of kind of like unspoken move making and resolving, but
Mine was they bleed. That's the one I picked. I'm a very good
They?
fish hunter. Just the fish, like.
when you go fishing, they bleed. Incredible.
Yeah, that's what I picked.
I did. You find something hidden, specifically because the way I fish is usually not with a line and is usually scrubbing around on the ground.
Nice.
Mine is, you never feel a greater sense of family.
Oh.
And you think up a recipe.
Catfish lemon jello with sour cream and cream cheese.
That's very sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, and reads as you're reminded why you took this gig. And so I think as we kind of sit on the back of our little hostel for the evening before we head back to, because I think we have to hitch a ride back based on the way that we had to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably be staying on this boat for the night. We sit and we have our moment of community and some lemon fish jello.
And we each get a fat stack of cash.
And we each get a fat stack of cash. Ooh.
I look at the cash and I say, I do not understand. What is this?
Don't worry, Kodiak. We'll provide for you.
What does it do? Okay, here.
Gets you more worms.
Can I try a gummy worm?
Yeah, for sure. I save these in my pocket when I put the bucket on that guy's head, so they're good. They're still good.
Oh my god. Thank
It was
goodness.
priority number 1.
It is not bad. It is not
Yeah,
good,
kinda
but it
good,
is
right?
not bad.
Yeah, well, kind of good. I'd say good. Votes? I'd say I vote good.
Good.
Great.
Yeah.
It's alright. Regular worms, good too. Different reason.
Same reason, but still good.
And we fish. Sir, please.
Oh, little cat booties never hurt anybody.
And we fish. This is a game, this has been a game about fishing. My name is Claire. You can find me on social media at Claire the DM. We are gearing up to run a campaign here again, but I think next week we'll also be doing just another one-off game. Again, if you enjoyed the game, there are lots of other parts of it that we did not explore. It's filled with lots of different moves and playbooks and all this stuff. This is a game about fishing, is by Riverhouse Games, and I suggest they have a really great Creator Day deal still available on itch. That if you liked the game, you should check out some of their other stuff they made. There's actually a handful of games of theirs that I have that they're all so beautifully written. So even if you don't play them, they're worth buying just to read. Zan, do you have anything you want to plug?
No, I just, encourage you to explore everyone else's fine work. I'm not as much of a social media creator, but thanks for asking.
Katie.
You can find me on the internet at KAYSUR_. Things I'd like to plug include the House of Gucci in theaters now, And Michigan's going to the Big Ten Championship next weekend. So everyone, just before you go to bed on every night this week, say, "Go Blue."
Go Blue.
That's all I got.
Amazing. Corson.
Oh, I do actually have something to plug for the first time in a while. Applications are now live for Survivor New Horizons. So if you have anyone that you know, or if you yourself would like to play a game of Survivor set in Animal Crossing New Horizons, it will be very fun. This is the 4th season, and we're going to run it entirely on Discord this time. So,
Ooh, cool.
We're getting that set up. I'm the head of casting and the head Discord and Twitch mod for that whole stream. So,
That's so cool.
very, very fun. But yes, apply for that. And I'm online everywhere at Vindictive Jukebox, or on Twitter with no vowels.
Amazing.
Jukebox.
Again, this has been a game about fishing. I'm Claire. Thanks for coming to my channel. If you liked what you saw, keep checking out what we've done. We have a whole season with us and our friend Allie of Tail Trader Camp for Wayward Adventurers, which will be coming back soon, eventually, in a bit of a different style, I think. So we are looking forward to seeing you then. I think we're gonna head on over and raid Ginny Loveday, who is also a Chicago-based creator, and she's playing some Dungeons and some Dragons. So
Woohoo!
head on over there. Don't forget to use your raid emotes, and we'll see you there.
Yay!
I'm looking at the Zoom instead of the camera. Thank you so much again, and we will see you next week. In the meantime, I might play a couple video games here or there, so keep up with us on socials. All right, bye.
Bye. Bye.